Hi love, my name is Zen Jen, your meditation, mindfulness, spiritual wellness, holistic bestie. And tonight we're going through my nighttime ritual. I did not want to call it routine. If you saw my mindful morning video, you know why I don't like to call it routine. And that's because it looks different every single night. There's generally things that I try to do every single night, but it's never in the same order. And sometimes we add some things, sometimes we take things out. And so I'm just going to show you what I did tonight. And also because this was actually the first time I did my ritual like this, because I'm training for a marathon. I know, I'm crazy. I can't believe it either, but I am doing a marathon at the end of May. And so in order to prep for that marathon, I am doing things a little bit different with my relaxing nighttime ritual, which we'll get into more later. Okay, first things first, I am a nighttime shower girly. I have always been, always will be. I just want to get into my bed feeling clean, feeling cozy, and not feeling like I have the day's grime all over me. So honestly, I'm the kind of person where I do shower a couple of times a day because I usually work out in the morning or at some point during the day. I also horseback ride, and after all of those activities, I shower. But then I'm still out and about. I'm still out in the world, and I still need to get like the grime of the day off of me, especially since I've moved to Costa Rica. Like, I cannot go to bed without showering because there's a lot of dirt roads here. There's a lot of beach time here, and I just feel like I'm constantly covered in dirt, and that's fine because I like to live my life. I like to be out in nature, but I don't want that dirt to come into my bed. So showering's done. Now we're moving on to our LED lamp. After being sick, my skin acted up, and it's no surprise. That's like pretty typical. My body is so sensitive. So if something is off about it, my skin will show it. And so I've been pretty diligent about my LED lamp. I also did it while I was sick too, just to help kill any sort of bacteria I have on my face, help like even out my skin tone, and just get my body back to feeling good and not freaking out. And typically when I do that, I do like to meditate, but we are meditating later in this video. And so I honestly just relaxed. I just kind of like hung out. Like, I don't know what else to call it. I didn't meditate, but I just kind of hung out. And I don't know if I've said already, but I did that for 20 minutes. And most of the skincare products that I use are actually in my video. That is the what I brought back from the States video, because a lot of the stuff that I brought back were just like my refills or my duplicates of what I use every single day. But if you want the full rundown on my skincare or just like the products that I use for my body in general, let me know because I can make a video on that. I do have most of the beauty products that I've used in the past and also use now linked in my Amazon storefront, which is linked below in the description. So I have a bunch of beauty products in there, as well as the LED lamp that I use if you're interested in that. Also, what was going on with my camera? I think there's some weird things going on with my camera because it kind of seemed to be doing that a lot, and I noticed it in the last video that I filmed. So if you have any suggestions on camera settings or quality, please let me know in the comments. I was searching far and wide for the bladder that goes into my running vest. I could not find it. I swear I left it out on the counter, but I could not find it. It was actually in my bedroom. So successfully found that. I do like to fill it up at night because I do wake up so early to go running in the morning because it is so damn hot here. So my alarm was going off really early. So just to help my morning self, you know, we like to do things at night so that morning me doesn't have to deal with it. I do everything to make her life easier. So I'm filling this up with some electrolytes and minerals. My buoy drops I'm obsessed with. I will have them linked down below. They're in my Amazon shop. And I just fill up that bladder and I put it into the fridge so it's nice and cool in the morning because, like I said, it is so hot here and I'm a psycho who's doing a marathon training in Costa Rica. Let's get into this fun little ritual that I'm doing nightly for my marathon training. I wrote down mental marathon training, but I think I'm going to change it to marathon mindset training. So this is day one, and I decided that on day one, I wanted to journal about my intention and then do a guided meditation that grounds me in my body and connects me to my intention and my purpose for running this marathon. You can tell I get into a silly, goofy mood at night. It is a complete 180 from morning me. I wake up at night. I am silly. I am goofy. I've got all sorts of energy. There is many nights where I just put on music and dance my little booty off in the mirror, and that's quite all right. This is why we do a relaxing nighttime routine, because we got to settle the brain down. We got to settle the body down so I can go to sleep, so I can wake up and be productive with my day and get things going. I took a little time to write down my intention and my purpose for doing this marathon, and honestly, it felt really good. Like, I knew when I signed up for it what my intention and my purpose is and was, but it felt really good to connect with it. And I feel like because I have 18 weeks of training to go, this is a practice that I'm going to be continuously going back to, of reconnecting back to my intention, reconnecting back to my purpose, along with journaling other things along the way that pertain to my marathon training. I ended up doing a grounding guided meditation from my library of guided meditations called The Collective. I will link it down below. You can join and get access to over 80 guided meditations that I have. Also, there's journal prompts in there. So it's really just to support you in your meditation journey. It's great for beginners. It's great for intermediate, advanced. I have meditations from 1 minute to 30 minutes in there, all different kinds of styles and purposes. So you can really find something that's going to serve you each and every day. So I believe that grounding meditation was about 6.5 minutes, but then I also wanted to take time to connect to my intention and connect to my purpose. So I just turned on the timer from the Insight Timer app, and I believe I ended up doing about 9 minutes of connecting to my purpose, connecting to my intention. And I wrote down little mantras and affirmations while I was journaling. And during this second part of my meditation where I was connecting to that intention, I was also speaking these mantras in my mind. I was imagining running along the places that I run and train. I was imagining running in the city where I'm going to do the marathon and repeating these mantras as I'm visualizing myself running, so that when I'm in these positions in the future, it's going to feel like I've been here before. It's going to feel like, oh, I can do this because I've already done it in my mind, because the mind doesn't know the difference between what you're thinking and what's actually happening. So the best way that I found to prepare your mind for the future when your body's going through something really tough or really hard is to act like you've done it before, or to visualize you doing that thing so your body and your mind think you have done it already. So that's kind of like a little trick that you can use in your meditation. Like if you're going through something really hard, or you know you're about to face something really hard, visualize that in your meditation and visualize yourself getting to the other side of it. Visualize yourself pushing through it and being better off on the other side, feeling happier, feeling more love, more joy, whatever it is on the other side. I promise you, it will help you so much. And honestly, after that meditation, I seriously felt so good. I felt ready to start my marathon training the next day. Technically, it did start this day, but it starts with a rest day, which is kind of funny. But the day after I filmed this video was my first run. And so I felt really good. I felt really excited and prepared, even though I had to set my alarm for 6:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh, how many times do I have to say I am not a morning person? But I am pushing myself, and I know I can do this. I know I can do this training, and I have to wake up so early, because if I wake up any later, it will be way too hot. I am curious though, are you a morning person or are you a night owl? I'm clearly a night owl, but I posted this question on my Instagram and someone responded and actually said that they're neither and they're an afternoon person. And I was like, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. Like, you just come alive in the afternoon. And I saw some rumors that Onyx Storm was being released on Kindle a day earlier than it was being released in stores. So I checked, but it was not true for my Kindle or my case. And so I picked up this book that I'm reading called What Horses Say: How to Hear, Help, and Heal Them. And it's really interesting because I am a horsey girl after all, and if I can connect to them even more, I would love that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am sending you so much love. Please be sure to subscribe and like this video. It really helps a small creator like me. Love you so much. Good night.